Hi, my name is Emmy Tran. I'm a new graduate from the Bachelor of Public Relations at Conestoga College. My background is deep rooted in copywriting, social media managing, as well as media relations. So everything public relations related. And I'm three words to describe myself. I'm creative, I'm passionate, and I'm resilient. So that makes the perfect public relations professional. So yeah.
All right, so here's where we're at. I'm browsing around the internet, bimbling along. I've got nothing particular to do at that time. My friend Sandy shares your post on LinkedIn, and this post was eye-catching, entertaining, engaging. It addressed all the usual questions. But to go back to the very beginning, where do you find yourself today, and what was the purpose of producing the video, which we have put onto the website relating to this episode?
So my initial thought, like I said before, I'm a new grad, so really fresh in my career. I know I have the skill sets, I know I have the talent, but I don't have the decades of experience to show for it. So how do I make myself stand out? How do I differentiate myself? How do I tell the story that I want to see instead of the story I've lived? So my strategy is, okay, let's just find a way to stand out. Let's just try to get this one company's attention. And what would be the best way to do that? I'm not sure. So a little bit of background information. I started using TikTok last summer when the pandemic started because I was just so bored. So I kind of went viral on there a couple times, I think like 10 times. And I built a mini community on there. And I thought, wow, this is great. This is such a good way to connect with people and, new technology and just being in this new generation and this new normal. What can I do to differentiate myself? What can I do to put myself out there? So I thought, okay, maybe I'll record a TikTok because that's what I know how to do. So I made that TikTok, edited it a little bit, added some fun music, and posted it on Twitter. And so I tagged the company that I'm applying to as well as their VP of marketing, which I thought was pretty ballsy, pretty bold move. But hey, you got to shoot your shot, right? So I sent in my application, posted that video, and he responded to me within 2 hours of posting that video. And he just DM'd me on Twitter, hey, do you want to have a chat? Let's set up something for this week. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. The turnaround time and just the overall engagement on the video. Everyone loved it. People in the company as well as other people in my network. So yeah, I thought that was really kind of mind blowing to me because I never thought to use social media as, something for my professional gain, as opposed to what I used it for, just for entertainment. So I thought I'd post those insights that I learned from that video on LinkedIn, which also blew up. It has like 50,000 views now, which is crazy to me. So yeah, that's kind of the initial thought behind the video.
So you created the video, you put it out there. Did you at any point have that moment of, before you hit the post button, it's like, oh, stuff it, I'm gonna send this, or did you really agonize over it? Will it count against you? What was your mindset?
So I had this idea 2 days before I made the video. I said, oh my God, this is brilliant. I'm going to do it. It's going to get their attention. It's going to be great. So I filmed the video. I finished editing it the night before. And the morning after, I was like, okay, 9:40, I'm going to post this and whatever. We'll see what happens. So I just posted it and I couldn't do anything else for the next few hours. I was just like looking at the likes, looking at who's seen it. And yeah, it's a pretty pleasant surprise, I would say.
So here's the question that I've got, and this new podcast from PRCA is positioned at people at all stages of their career, all levels, with different disciplines, whether they are marketers or communicators or public relations experts or somewhere in between in this converged world. You've had this second success of the lessons you've learned from going through this. What would you say to someone else who is saying, okay, I want to stand out from the crowd, I want to try and differentiate myself? And just on this, when I applied for my job here in Canada, having come from the United Kingdom, I produced a video, I sent it to the company, and I'm here now. So I did it via a private link. You did it very publicly.
Mm-hmm.
What is the thing you'd say to someone else who's considering doing this? Maybe it's in the creative side, or maybe it's in the execution and delivery.
I would say do your research first and foremost. Figure out your target audience, who you're directing this video to, and if it's a very unique value that only that employer would benefit from, then yeah, go with a more private route. But if it's something that's going to showcase your skill sets, your personality, and just like a more over overarching view of who you are as a person, then I would say do the public route because it helps with building your personal brand and your social media presence as well.
I'm particularly interested in the dynamic of personal brand and what it means to you from the point of view of maybe people who are older would look at sending in a resume or a CV, having an interview, getting a job, and then being a part of that machine.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be fair to say that maybe there's a generational change with people who are very comfortable with TikTok and other platforms where it's also about brand building yourself, being the brand, and selling yourself to an organization?
I would say it's less of a generational gap and more a personality differentiator because it doesn't matter what age you are. You know, not everyone can be comfortable speaking on camera and having their entire, persona displayed on social media. And I don't think it's essential for social media managers or marketers to have a personal brand or a large social media presence or following because you can be exceptional at your job. You can have extensive knowledge and experience in marketing and social media without having that personal brand, because it's like another full-time job or a part-time job, just building your own community. So I would say know yourself and know your audience, and it's not a need, it's just a nice to have.
What is the lesson of the journey which you've traveled, and what's that goal?
So I was born and raised in Vietnam, like you already know, and then I moved to the United States, and now I'm here in Canada. So it gives me a really broad perspective of not just professionally, just in life in general. And I just want to do something meaningful with my career, something that's gratifying. And I found that my personality, being really extroverted, I love building relationships. I love connecting with people. So it seems almost natural to me that I should get into a career where I get to do that every day and I get to help other people do that as well. And yeah, just form mutually beneficial relationships and create meaningful content that other people can resonate with, that other people can find value in. So that's been part of my journey, where I'm headed right now as a young professional. I'm hungry. I'm ambitious. I want to do so many things. I have these skill sets that I'm confident about, and I want to have a platform and the tools to test them out, to see where all of my experience has gotten me. So yeah, that's mostly where I'm headed right now.
Well, Emmy, this has been an absolute delight to have you on Fuse. I'd like for people to be able to find out more about you, get in touch. How could they do that?
You can follow me on Twitter at EmmyTranPR or connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm always open to have conversations and make new connections.